Welcome to what's usually regarded as America's game. Army versus Navy. There is nothing else like it. A unique intensity and urgency, the tradition and pageantry and poignance of this battle for brotherhood. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see, the number 24th ranked team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 25th ranked team, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Black Knights will kick this away to get us going here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. Tackled at the 23, brought it out. Play with good coverage that time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A handoff to the back. Hooks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Navy is lined up quickly here. These rivals first met Kirk back in 1890. You think about all the stuff that's happened in this country, in this world since then, and yet this has been a constant.
Chris, that's the thing that's so unique about this game. It's not always just about the rankings as far as the nation is concerned. It's really more about what's at stake and the pride that's on the line and the fact it has such great tradition.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Football comes out. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. Remember, the last time they played, Army pulled out a close victory. That was a heartbreaker for the midshipmen.
Yeah, it's another game that was very, very close. Typically, they are between Army and Navy, but you're right. The Black Knights were able to prevail in a close one.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. And the Black Knights were 1st and 10 here.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The Black Knights are in the red zone now. Quarterback still with the football. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Army. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Chapman. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. and they bounce back from that costly error here. In the clear at the 25. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Just exactly what you'd expect to see from Navy. Tough, physical running, and a first down to keep those sticks moving.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Making people miss. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
I tried to use this stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. Navy is lined up quickly here. You know, amazing, Kirk, is it to watch a game where every single moment, every single snap just has a magnified importance for today and beyond.
Well, no doubt about that. I always get such an amazing appreciation out of this game when the buildup of the game, you hear from both sides.
QB in the clear now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Navy. Just ran away from the defense. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Moves left out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. Looking downfield. It's Daly. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is dropped incomplete, where they had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the Black Knights will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Perfect aim and good loft on this one. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They're going to run the option. Breaking tackles. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally stop him. The quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down. Navy is lined up quickly here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still haven't.
And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That is a great way to make your way to the sidelines as a running back. The number one thing you have to be able to do is protect the ball. You cannot put it on the ground and cost your team a possession.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. Here's the option play. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Midshipman. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And they get him down after the completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on the design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Navy is lined up quickly here. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Got him. He's sacked.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Kick is up and no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head for a kicker.
They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Picks up the first, looking for more. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Defense punching at the line, showing blitz. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And the defense there to smother that option play. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on third down. Bringing pressure. He's got room, looking for the end zone. And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Black Knights looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Daly. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights. Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Pitch play to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a
the catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Navy. It was a foot race and he won it. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back.
That makes the score Navy 21 on 14.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Army. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Chapman. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. Navy is lined up quickly here. As a design quarterback keeper. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. And you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Breaks loose at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Second down after that run in the previous play. There's the handoff. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good. And they've regained the lead.
No, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Running out of time in the pocket. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Daly. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
He'll pitch it. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Black Knights will line up to kick it away. On for his second punt of the game. His first one was a beauty. He'll aim it toward the sideline. A solid punt. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. A little bit less than 30 seconds go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. The big fullback's got it here. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Navy is lined up quickly here. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He's looking deep here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Trying for a fourth down completion. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And so that will wrap up a very interesting first half of play. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Navy will kick it off as we start the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's got some open field ahead. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down after that previous play. It's an option look. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. First down here for this offense. They'll try the option play here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
You're head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48. No huddle now for the offense. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Tries to get it to the running back. Makes the ground. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Black Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. We'll try to run it with the option. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the option play. He hands it to the back. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Back to pass. It's Daly. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point puts him in front by 1. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's hopefully give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Navy has lined up quickly here. Here's the handoff. Once first and goal. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, midshipman. Will take the lead in the second half. Here's the point after attempt. Make the extra point and go up 6. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? To the air, it's Daly. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Army.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Chapman. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Gets the first and still running. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. And Kirk Cousins over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show in a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver makes the catch, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. He breaks into the clear. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they'll stop him after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try the option play here. Touchdown, Navy. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. They knocked through the PAT to go up 6 points here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They're going to run the option. Running back with the football. only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The Black Knights will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. To throw, it's Daly. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds. The offense keeps possession and no loss of yardage on the play.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You could almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds.
And they heave it deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. Handoff to the fullback. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Important 2nd down play coming up. And the back now goes in motion. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They feed the fullback this time. Breaking free at the 35. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Watching this guy run makes me think of a famous old coach once said, any player on my team, I want him to be agile, mobile, and definitely hostile.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 6th play of the drive coming up. We'll try to run it with the option. Finding space at the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Midshipman. They're set now to try the PAT. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the Black Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Back to throw. It's Daly. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Pop pass on the jet sweep. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. And the Black Knights pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that...
There's a shot toward the end zone. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. A quick throw out left, complete.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. And give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. We're going to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up second down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quick throw to his receiver. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Past the 10. Who could not stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Navy. Well, the midshipman really pouring it on Kirk, beginning to pull away. It's a huge uphill climb now for Army.
Boy, it's been somewhat surprising, Chris, to watch this Navy offense and the way they've been able to execute on that side of the ball. A big day for the midshipman.
And the extra point makes the lead 20 during the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Fires it on the move. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense